And the outer approach can also come in the form of children. And I can't relate to this except for I was once a child. So Reina, you never end. You have so much energy. You go and you go and you go and you go and you go. And I feel like you're everywhere, which is so awesome. In creating and strong from the start, raising confident and resilient kids. Your kids are now, how old are your kids?
32 and 34.
32 and 34. How did you decide that this was not only, first of all, you probably had to, at some point before you wrote the book, you had to, or even came up with the book, you had to have instilled in your mind through some sort of practice that your kids were going to be brought up in a particular way. And where did this come from?
Where did it come from? It's a great question. It just came from my desire to support my kids' path, wherever it led. I just feel like very much what you said, Patricia, that people have to be who they are. People have natural skills, talents, things they like, they don't like. And as a parent, I wanted them to live the lives of their choosing. That was really very important to me. My parents were pretty open about what they had some hopes and dreams for me as well. But I always felt that there was choice. There was quite a bit of choice. And my husband and I were sitting right over there, who's the photographer this afternoon. Both of us have decided that life is for living. And when the children were born, I just had this sense that even though they were an integral part of the family, and they would be that for all of their lives, they were still individuals from day one. And as I wrote in the book, when the doctor cut the cord, I felt that they started to breathe in their own lives. And so they have. And we have a daughter who is 34 years old, who just came back from this incredibly adventurous trip through Patagonia, meeting all these international people, hiking, backpacking, pictures of her with these crampon shoes in places where I would like never even think of going because it's like way too cold for me. And working as a zookeeper because that's what she loves to do. And we have a son who is a performer, a musician, living the life that he has chosen for himself as well. So I think I've got like 3 little tips about raising kids, and I call it something you can stick to called TAR. And the first is T for trust. Learning to trust your kids and making sure that they trust you too, that the relationship is very open and flows back and forth, that you're always there for them. And the message to my kids was, I love you, I'm here for you, and I know you can do it. And the A is for allowing reasonable choices. Now, if they decide they're holding up a bank, you might want to talk them out of that. And not jumping off a bridge, but choices that you might not have made for them, that they're making for themselves. And the R is for responsibility, that the choices they make, they need to be responsible for as well. And that's my story.